Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, this is the Urban Root Worker. And I'm starting this new series right now. Well, I don't know if I want to call it series because this is actual real life. This is, nonfiction. Everything that I state in these stories from every part is 100% facts. Everything happened. There are no theatrics. There are no added sauce. Nothing. Everything is 1,000% true, and it kind of plays a part. The reason why I'm doing this is because I never really spoke about this part of my life. I've spoke on like certain things, and maybe once people hear these stories, maybe they can share some of you guys experiences, and maybe you can know what to look out for, or maybe it just can be entertaining for you, whatever it is, for my subscribers, future subscribers, and casual listeners, people, whoever across the world, here on this platform. Like, share, subscribe. Again, like I said, this is going to be a new thing that I'll be doing, and I'll probably be doing this, almost daily or, multiple times throughout the week. But anyway, I want to start this, because every part, I don't want to make it too long, every part, because uploading it is just a bitch, But anyway, as you can see from the title, I want to start from the beginning. I want to start from the beginning with everything. And this could be the reason why, I have the ability to do spiritual work, or, see things, that the, natural, normal person wouldn't be able to see or do. In the beginning, I'm an 80s baby. I was born in November 29th, Chicago. In the beginning, I wasn't supposed to make it. I died inside of my mom's womb. From what the story is told, I died inside of my mom's womb, and the doctors gave, a little time or whatever the case is to just try, to try to work on her and see if, they can bring me back or see what's going on, whatever the case is. So obviously I didn't make it at that point. And right before they were getting ready to clean her out and, just, remove me from her, whatever the case is at that time, that is when, a heartbeat came in. That's when the heartbeat was heard. That's when, everything start to come into play. So I guess, it was meant. I guess God said, wait a minute, he must make it to this earth. And so obviously the doctor stopped. It's a lot of it's certain people that have gone through that when, if you died at birth or before birth and you make it, sometimes when you make it through, your spiritual eye is left open, the extra spiritual eye. And I believe, and I'm 100% sure that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. Is that, when I was born, definitely the spiritual eye was left open. Now, if spiritual things was going on at that time, because I don't want to go off anybody else's stories. I want to go off an eyewitness from my own self, from my eyes. I wouldn't be able to recall anything from birth up to, I don't know, the age that I can really remember when things started to happen that I can remember is probably about 5 or 6 years old, something around that range, anywhere between 5, 6, and 7. So the first the first 5 to 7 years was a blur for me, as it probably would be for most people. I'm not sure if you will have any vivid memories, being so young. But anyway, I know for a fact that the demons were mad and upset that I made it throughout the womb onto this planet because I wasn't supposed to make it. For whatever reason, they wanted to stop me from making it. Because even though their demons are not allowed to see the future, they're not allowed to read your mind, they're not allowed to do certain things, they're forbidden by God to be able to have that capacity to do those certain things. But what they can do is that they can study your bloodline. They can go thousands of years back. They can study your bloodline, and from that they know what your possibility of being is. So if you come from a bloodline of greatness, something that will destruct them, something that can battle them, something that whatever the case is, they'll try and stop that. Or they'll be upset. There'll be certain attacks. There'll be certain things that they would try to do. Okay. So anyway, we're now 7 minutes into this video, and this is the introduction, part 1. Part 1 of the series of my spiritual eye being opened at birth and the constant supernatural things that I have seen. One of the first experiences that I can remember when I was a child, and like I said, stay with me here. I'm going to range it from anywhere between 5 and 7 years old is when I can remember that I had my first supernatural experience. As the title says, made it at childbirth and stalked by demons as a child. I used to stay on the northwest side of Chicago in an apartment. My family. In the back room is where my room was. You have to pass my parents' room, and then you go to the back room, and then that's my room. That's where a lot, if not most, of the activity went on in there. Now, as a child, sometimes you may think that, he has a hyper sensitive type of imagination, and he just had a bad dream or things of that nature. No, not at all. I know the difference between bad dreams, and I know the difference, between seeing things with my own 2 eyes. In that room at night, I used to couldn't sleep. I was so afraid to go to sleep because I would be up sometimes, and I would look in the corners. I can still see it. I can still remember. I would look to my left, and behind the door used to be a laundry bag. I remember this. It used to be a laundry bag. Now, I used to want to try to chuck this up to a laundry bag for when it's dark. Sometimes your eyes start to make things look like things because you're paranoid. Okay, so I would have loved to push that off as that, but that wasn't the case. Demons used to sit in the corner and stalk me as I slept. From one corner to the other, even in corners that didn't have any items in it. I still used to see these figures. It'd be about 3 to 4, sometimes at every single corner, just watching and stalking. probably pissed, probably upset that I made it, and hoping that I never realized and never fulfill my potential to be and do whatever it is it's called to be doing, even though I'm probably walking towards that right now. And every time I get up and I'm scared and I try to turn on the closet light, it disappears. Just like you see in some movies where you turn the lights off and it's something right there. You see, you turn the light on and as quick as a snap of a finger, it's gone. These things used to stalk me. I remember one night, I believe that this was a dream because sometimes they do attack you in your dreams, even though that it's still actually happening. But sometimes they will do spiritual attacks in your dreams. I still remember me standing up, and I'm surrounded by three demons. All three of them have a colorful, scary, clownish type of faces, and just like different type of like weird type of face. And what I can remember vividly is them laughing and turning me in circles, just steady turning me in circles and laughing and laughing and laughing. To this day, I'm not 100% sure on what exactly that is supposed to mean. But from that day on, the activity grew more and more and more. This is just part one, and I'm going to get into part two on the next events that happened. As you can see here at the bottom, if you like this channel with the workings and the story time and everything else, you feel free to donate to the channel. You don't have to. Every little penny helps. Keep this thing going. Keep this train running. I'll see you guys again.